know whether you guys can see this, but looks like we're under attack from the boys in the RAF playing games. That is what you call a very low flyover. Well, I assume it's the RAF. That is very impressive, guys, isn't it? Don't see that kind of thing in West Sussex. So after the excitement of the helicopter, which is incidentally still flying about, still circling the area, I don't know whether it's low level flying training exercises, I don't know. They seem to be impressing a lot of people. But yeah, now we're heading down into South Walsham. I don't know whether I'm going to stop or just, you know, head in and head back out again. I'll see how the route takes me when I get to the moorings. Just saw Val and White Banks in the distance. They're in front of me. They've moored up at St Bennett's with their little dog, a chance to stretch his legs. Had a few spots of rain in the air just now, but it didn't really come to anything. Right, that is Fleet Dyke, South Walsham. And you know what? I think I might stay here for the rest of the day. I've never stopped here before. We'll go for a wander. We've got food on board. Yeah, why not? Rather than going to Potter today, we'll save that for later in the week. So yeah, I'm going to get myself sorted. I might move my front rope down a post actually, just so it brings the back end in a little bit. But yeah, all is good. Catch you in a bit. So, safely tied up at Fleet Dyke, South Walsham. And can you notice the schoolboy error, which I had no choice but doing, is that I've moored with the incoming tide. It's not so bad here because it's not really, you know, it doesn't really fast that quickly, but as you can see, the back end of the boat is wanting to push out. So that would depict that the river flow is coming from behind. But there's nothing I can do about that. The rope was only down one side, and it's the driver's side, so it's a lot easier to come in, for me anyway. You can gauge, you know, how close you are. Whether you can, you know, potentially leave the helm seat and then jump out off the boat onto the bank. But yeah, she'll be fine there like that. Say I'm well clear of the boarding ladder, in case anyone falls in. So I was conscious of that. I don't want to block that off. I don't think another boat will get in behind between Belmore TC and Magic Gems. So I think that'll. Maybe if Magic Gem moved down a bit, but I think the guy's fishing, so he's not going to want to do that, which is fair enough. But there's plenty of spaces here still, so yeah, the plan is now to go for a wander. I've locked the boat up, and then I haven't got a coat with me, but should be alright, shouldn't we? What do you reckon? Yes, so I'll onwards and upwards then. So that's the path that leads down to the moorings. Just see it down there, bears round to the left hand side, and this is the access road down towards the village. There's a little sign just as you leave the moorings telling you what's where and stuff. I have to be honest, there isn't much here, but it is just somewhere different. If I can't get up to Stalham and Neatishead and stuff, you know, it'll be nice for me and, you know, some of you guys, for me to go somewhere different rather than just the usual. And I don't think there's been much footage of people visiting South Walsham, potentially because there's not much here, but there are toilets though. I don't know, oh no, permanently closed, so they're not open, but that is fine. Mind that step. That could have been embarrassing. Landed flat on my face. I might not do a full-on walk now. Might save that till a bit later on, but we've got plenty of time today, plenty of daylight hours. So I've only got 35% battery life left on the camera, so I need to be a little bit careful. Just so you can see, these are some of the houses that actually back out onto the Broad, which I said a couple of videos ago that, you know, I'd love to own a property that's right on the waterfront, water's edge. There's some proper nice gaffs around here though, proper nice. All in excess of probably 6 figures, I would have thought. If they're not, they should be. Personalised South Walsham telephone box and traffic. Very friendly people in Norfolk, you know, especially with the narrow roads. You get out of the way and they do say thank you. Down my way, they'll do anything to try and run you off the road if they can. But also, visitor information. It's not being used as a phone box then. Can you get in? Okay. It gives you an idea of what's in South Walsham and what's not in South Walsham. I'm guessing that's someone's driveway. That's a car park. So I assume must go this way. I don't really know where I'm going. I didn't pay much attention to the map, so I'm just sort of like going with the flow. Hiya. Bless her, looked like she was struggling a little bit about doing exercise. So, where does this take us to? Little pond there. So Upton is 1.5 miles that way. South Walsham is half a mile this way. So as I got to that junction, I turned right because it said village to the right, so I went this way. It's good because there's a little pathway here which I assume takes us down to the village without having to walk on the road. It doesn't look too bad either. It's not dirty, or well, it's dirty, but it's not soggy dirty. Not good when you're wearing white shoes. But that's my stupid fault. I bought myself some proper walking trainers slash boots slash professional slash waste of money walking footwear, but I've not actually worn them yet. Complete waste of money. It's not until I actually leave on my walk that I realise I've got them and should be wearing them, but you know, hey ho. I actually walked further than I expected to and wanted to be honest, but it's a case of how far do you go before turning back. It looks like we've done over 2 hours worth of footage so far on the GoPro since Saturday, and it's only Monday. Might need to purchase another memory card from somewhere and format it. If I'm out and about, I always tend to attract the cats. Come running up to me, wanting attention, don't you? I know. I've got no food. You can't eat that either, you'll be sick. What? I know. You're very friendly, aren't you? Yeah? Yeah, I know. I've got to keep walking though. Probably still be there when I get back. Still says village this way. So we're heading in the right direction. Literally all I think that here is here. Start again. Literally all I think that is here is a pub. I think that is it. Great if you're into your pubs. So here we have the Fairhaven Woodland and Water Garden. Don't really know what it is, to be honest. Seen plenty of signs of it about, but yeah, don't know exactly what they have in there. Probably woods and water. Be the logical explanation, wouldn't it? See, nothing's going on behind. Just my head. Although, at least this trip, I don't think I'll be getting sunburnt on the forehead. Going back with scabby skin from where I've peeled. I'm sure the sign at the junction said it was half a mile, but I've definitely walked more than half a mile. So I don't know whether you can see on that sign up that way is Acle and Upton. Down that way, where I've just come from, Pilson Green and South Walsham Broad, and this way to Wroxham and Panksworth. I mean, Wroxham's 6 miles away from here. That's quite a trek, isn't it? I won't be walking that. And I've stumbled across another church. Again, another one with a square tower. I'm not sure of the name of it though. Probably on that sign over there. If we're allowed in, have a quick look while we're here. Only got 14% battery left, but we'll make do with what we've got. It's unlocked. Well, I'm not a religious person by any means. You wouldn't have disagreed with me if you knew me. But you know, every church has its own characteristics. What's this one called? St Mary's, South Walsham. Yeah, it's not as big as the two that I've been in at Ramworth and Ludham, but yeah. It's always nice to see something different. Well, the ship inn is currently up to let, and it looks very closed up. So anyone looking to come to the pub from the boats, I think you're going to be disappointed because you're not going to be able to get in. Can you imagine doing all that walk from the boat and getting here and finding out it's closed? That's a shame. Another Broads pub. I mean, it might be open, they just might keep the curtains closed when they're not serving, but it looks pretty closed up, unfortunately.